So the market is still dumping and retail are running scared. There is so much to dig into. If you enjoy this sort of content, hit the like button and subscribe. Over 60% of people watching aren't subscribed. So we really do appreciate you subscribing and keeping yourself up to date with all the crypto news. There's a lot to dig into, and I want to talk a lot about why I believe that we're, destined to have what I believe is going to be the biggest bull run in crypto history. And look, money's moving around, and I've kind of tried to articulate that in yesterday's video. So if you missed that, do dig in. But there's a lot to cover off, lots of reasons to be positive, particularly about Cardano and where we're heading. So let's waste no time. Let's go. So we're going to start here on coin market cap. The total market cap of crypto globally is still in free fall. We're down 1.59% at the time of recording. We now sit at $3.37 trillion with Bitcoin at 100,958.39, down 1.88% at the time of recording for the past 24 hours. But we're here to talk about Cardano, and actually it's up 0.61% in the past 24 hours. It's at 53 cent 95. Ultimately, the market is still in fear. On the fear and greed index, we're at 21. And look, we're really low on the metric for altcoin season. So there's a lot to dig into. And I mentioned in yesterday's video that I kind of felt like privacy is a big sector. I've been talking about this for many years, and Midnight is that project that I think could do really well, and in turn Cardano will do really well, right? So I wanted to just highlight here, Cardano Midnight network hits 1 million in mining addresses. That means that there's 1 million addresses that are actively mining the token on the scavenger hunt. Now, there is a video link in the description of today's video that walks you through how to do that. And basically, in essence, you're getting, you're mining free night tokens. So there's lots of people, over 1 million addresses mining it. It's the largest DApp outside of MinSwap distribution tokens, or distributing tokens. So basically it's a really fair launch, right? So KYC'd sites like Kraken, Gate, and many more for distribution are coming on as well. So there's a lot to be excited about. But why, is Midnight, got so much hype? And again, I really want to cover off what, the privacy layer, a compliant privacy layer. And what I mean by this is a layer to the blockchain space that, enables you to keep your transactions private, right? And at the moment, everything is transparent, right? If you found out my address, you could see what I'm buying, who I'm sending money to. I say money, but crypto too. And, you can see the whole history on chain. Now, if you want to bring in businesses, you can't do that, right? Like the businesses don't want you seeing, who they're buying from, what they're buying, what they're paying. And so same with the suppliers, right? Then you've got healthcare. Imagine being able to, have control over your medical, reports and data, and be able to share it with or not share it with people. Imagine, how much money you could actually make from holding all your data and only allowing certain people to have access to it that perhaps are paying you, or perhaps need to have access in order to, reap a benefit of some sort, whether that's, to improve your health, through healthcare, or whether that's to, get access to, a financial instrument, whatever it could be, right? Without a compliant privacy layer, blockchain isn't going to get mainstream adoption. That's my point, and that is something I've been, talking about for a long time. And I've made some really bad calls, right? Like when it comes to the privacy layer, like we invested in a project called Findora, and we were really bullish because we were like, this is what we're looking for, right? And we've been looking for this for many years, and this was quite early on. And it, it was a disaster. The project didn't actually succeed, right? So for me, like privacy and the privacy layer across multiple chains is something that is missing. It's the required final piece of the jigsaw in order to bring in real mainstream adoption. So it's going to be interesting to see what actually happens. And yeah, I'm excited about Midnight. The Midnight Foundation joins Project Catalyst to drive Web3 privacy innovation. So again, just another really big update. And I think that, we need to take more note of the privacy aspect. A lot of people don't understand why privacy layer is important when it comes to blockchain technology. People don't understand how valuable your data is. I mean, it's $1 trillion business, right? Your data is being farmed, sold without your knowledge, without your permission, and it's all through mainly signing terms and conditions that are so long nobody reads them, right? And the small print's so small nobody pays any attention to it. And this is allowing these big corporations to just farm your data, which is very, very valuable. And with the emergence of AI, I think that your data and ownership and accountability over your data should sit with you, and ultimately it should be you that actually benefits from your data. You're the one that should be able to monetize your data. And ultimately, I think projects like Midnight, like Cardano, are going to enable this new innovation and allow to really help people actually monetize something that is currently, I think that it's 21st century robbery. When the likes of Amazon and various other companies can just utilize your data, sell your data, and I'm perhaps just picking on Amazon. They're just one giant among many, right? Like most companies are doing this. So just be mindful of where your data is being used, and have I guess pay more attention to the terms and conditions that you're signing. Now, don't forget you can support our channel by staking your Cardano ADA to the cheeky crypto stake pool Cheek, CHEEK. We have 7.4 million ADA delegated with us by 1,477 people who are staking their ADA. Really appreciate that. It does support the channel. And obviously you can earn staking rewards each epoch. So definitely check that out. We got Cardano price prediction. ADA rebounds from 50-cent support as bulls target a whopping 85-cent for the recovery zone. So look, there's a lot of things that we want to be paying attention to. I think we're still going to see the volatility. I've been talking about this for some time, but going into December and into the new year, I think the sentiment's going to be very different for crypto. And then we've got a project has secured Catalyst funding to accelerate solar infrastructure on the Cardano ecosystem. Like, I want to talk about this stuff because it's the adoption, it's the building on the ecosystem that is going to drive price, right? So I want to highlight these things. I think it's valuable information to be aware of. And again, it just shows the use case is expanding. So I wanted to talk about that as well. And then we got Cardano ADA, critical warning, why losing 52 cent could trigger a further crash. But there is a lot to be, positive. And, it says in this article, the bulls all point to like the Hydra L2, rising open interest, positive funding as fuel for Fed's QT pause restores flows. And I agree with all of that. I do think that we are going to see some really big moves to the upside. And it's one to obviously be aware of. Now, I have been talking about Unity nodes a lot. You can obviously, earn crypto rewards by verifying the global telecoms grid using your mobile phone. If you buy one Unity node, you get 200 licensed NFTs. You get some staked minutes tokens, some staked world mobile tokens. They're locked for 24 months. And you can earn anywhere up to $19,200 per month if you're actively operating all 200 of those licenses. Obviously, this number depends on a few different metrics like network performance, market conditions, and your operator activity. So it's not guaranteed that you'll get 19,200, but it is possible according to their official calculator on the Unity website. I will drop the link in the description of the video. And if you've got any questions, you can join us in the free educational Discord. Again, the link is in the description of the video. And I also wanted to add that, Robinhood stock falls after earnings top forecast. Company announces CFO transition. And, they have made some pretty good growth in the cryptocurrency revenue stream, up 300%. And I think this is something that I really do want to talk about, right? The bull run is coming, in my humble opinion. Not financial advice. Treat everything that I say with a pinch of salt. I'm not a financial advisor. If you do invest in crypto, you do so at your own risk, and you do risk losing all of your money because nothing's guaranteed. Any price predictions that are made, they're not guaranteed to actually come to fruition, right? There's nothing's guaranteed in crypto. Nothing's guaranteed in life. Go speak to a financial advisor before you make any investment decisions. I am not a financial advisor, so treat this purely as entertainment purposes only. But I do think that the bull run is around the corner. I think the increase in adoption, the increase particularly in stable coins, has got to be seen as a monstrous bullish sign. And I don't say that lightly, right? The amount of stable coins, new stable coin projects that are being created by some of these biggest institutions around the world is only going to be seeing more flows into the blockchain space. It's a big sign. Liquidity moves markets. And if you don't understand that, you need to do more research. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one.